Hi, my name is Fred, and I live in one of the suburbs of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm still kind of in shock that Canadian Tire chose me to evaluate such an expensive item as this Living Sling 4-piece conversation set. As you can see, this is a nice looking set of patio furniture. It all came in a single large box, and this is what it looked like when it was dropped off in front of my door. It took me just under 2 hours to open the box, read the instructions, and assemble all 4 pieces while stopping to take pictures for this video. Inside the box were 3 assembly manuals, individual packets of hardware and tools, and the partly assembled pieces of the furniture. I began with a table, and all that I needed to do was to slide the 4 table legs into plastic sockets at each end of the 4 rounded corners of the tabletop. The instruction manual shows you how to do it with easy-to-follow images and written instructions. The hardware packets are labeled with the names of each piece of furniture that the hardware belongs to and the part names that match the names in the instructions. Each set of screws, nuts, etc. has its own little pop-out section in the cardboard backing of the packet. Very smartly done. The brace ring for the legs is secured to each leg with 2 screws and 2 nylock nuts. For those of you who are not familiar with nylock nuts, this is something the instructions don't tell you. You need to start the nuts onto the threads of the screws, with the nylon collar being the last to engage the threads. In this next image, you can see the blue nylon rings inside the nuts. The threads of the screws will press into these nylon rings and prevent the nuts from slacking off. There is no need to use lock washers when using nylock nuts. This image shows the nylock nuts tightened all the way down. And after flipping the table over onto its legs, here is the fully assembled table. When assembling the chairs, I noticed that some of the plastic end caps didn't fit properly, and I expect that in time some will fall out and get lost. I also noticed that the fit between the back of the seat and the rear legs is too sloppy. Sure, it allows for easier assembly, but I feel it could have been made to a closer tolerance so that there isn't such a big gap even after the screws were fully tightened. In fact, several of the sockets in the heads of the screws failed and became round as I was tightening the screws. At first, I thought the hex wrenches were too soft and it was the wrench that failed. However, even after using my own professional quality hex wrenches, they too would slip. The quality of the screws is not that good. As long as you never need to disassemble the set, they should hold up for at least a couple of seasons. Considering the price point, this set might be suitable for some people. According to the tag, the chair can hold up to 225 pounds.